Hello, welcome to my podcast today. Friday show here, back again, as good as ever. As I was saying, I've been away just 2 days there. A lot of stuff has happened there on the news. A lot of stuff. I don't have any video there today. Down making my podcast through podcasts here, and it's just the video there, and that's the way it's done. I'm doing it on an audio thing today, and just hope you get it. It's as I was saying there. It's pretty it's pretty good. There's a lot of stuff happening there on Twitter, on all the other things, on the all the feeds. First thing now up there on the news, there on the latest things on the news, on the Irish Independent news. I was gonna go look at first. Grace was the princess born to shine, and Luca Warrior. Parents pay tribute at funeral to McSweeney's siblings who died in Clonmel crash. I see that was on the thing earlier on, so it was on the news and terrible accidents. I was saying all over the place. There was another accident there this morning. A man was knocked down and on the bus. So it's not gonna. It's just not. It's gonna not getting any better. As I was saying, every day there's an accident or a road accident. They're telling people to be more careful, not to use their phone more or less. That's what's causing the accidents, seemingly. On the phone a lot. That's what I get out of the news anyway. This news on all over the place on social media and all. That's what I get. And the latest then, I love Katie. Vera Powell backs McCabe, but says some of her own staff turned on her. As I was saying there, I had a rant there the last day about the soccer team. I didn't know full story there, but Vera now is saying she was badly treated by the FEI. The interview was on there today, on early on the news. I'll have to look at it. I didn't look at it in full. It's on. It'll be on all the news stations. So it just says Vera was saying she was very treated badly by the FEI, and that's what I knew myself, and various other certain things. You don't say on Facebook early on, I'd be chatting about Vera Powell, and it's all on the thing there on the RT news channels. It's on the Irish Independent News. It's on the Irish Times. I can go just what it says there on this news. In the Vera Powell has revealed in an interview that she spoke to Jonathan Hill to stop engaging with people as she poured more fuel onto an already blazing fire. Power doubted on her stinging criticism of unnamed FAI executive members. I asked the CEA to stop engaging with people, and he said he had the right to do so, and he had. To step into the stage of technical play, which is the connection and the way the team building process is going. I've explained to him it would have determined the effect and made stage would be restricted. And she also revealed that she and Katie McCabe have patched up the difference following the high profile World Cup spat, although she insists her captain made a mistake. McCabe had desperately called for changes in the final group game. So that's all. It's all on the Irish Independent and on all the feeds there on that story there about Vera Powell. As saying there, they could still bring her back, and I wouldn't. I say I'd back her there to come back. They made a mistake, the FAI, and second, they didn't give her a new contract, and that's the way I look at it. There, it's terrible. Uh, just says AIB admit to third error in monthly over mortgage payments. And then there's something about bank tells High Court it will chase fraudster Katrina Carey over debt on loan. I see that's still going on. It's on the Sunday World. It's on all the news joints there, all the specific news there that you can get. It's on everything. And then the latest on the Sky News. I didn't give any on the Sky News. It just says more about TikTok influencer and her mother jailed for life for double murder after sex tape threat. I see. That's the breaking news in England there on Sky News. And then more classrooms cut shut over collapsing concrete fears. An expert predicts huge costs to fix building. Politics latest. And then minister unsure how many schools will close over concrete safety fears. Seemingly a fear over concrete. I'm not sure what it is really about. The UK actually fared much better after COVID than first thought. Here's why it matters. That's just the latest there on the COVID. And then climate activists interrupt performance. I see they're going into shows now. Unseen pictures emerge of Loch Ness monsters. If you believe that, there's pictures emerge on Sky News there of the Loch Ness monsters. You can further look into that on Sky News UK and more classroom saying that's the latest then on that. And then the science and tech on it. Uh, the latest on the Sky and Scott. It just says Call of Duty using AI to listen out for hate speech during online matches. The AI is frightening when you come to think of it. They can put your voice, they can put my voice into certain things if they want my voice to do a thing. They can do anything now and work wonders. It just says more about music industry called AI protection. That's what it says there. And watch India's rough, tough moon surface. There's more about the Indians' moon surface there as well. And why Europe's wild boars are radioactive. There's reported on that as well. So you can look at Sky and check it out there, all the news. And then what to expect as Google follows Apple with date for next phone reveal. I see there's another reveal for a phone. And that's the latest then on that. And then that's on Sky News. Then, as I was saying, the sport. There's not much about sport, as you were saying. Not much more about sport that I can think of. But I was going to go to the RTE and check it out. The latest. I go to that very often there, the RTE website. It just says more on the RTE website. Vera Powell claims she was undermined by FAI during World Cup. That's then the latest on the Sky News on the RTE. It just said following aboard that our contract with you will not be renewed. The review of the World Cup sought input from player staff. And speaking exclusive to RTE, Powell also said she turned down two job offers. She accused FAA executives of undermining her role. The review was done by the technical director, said Powell. He's not trained to make reviews and he's part of the process. So the assignment on the technical director is something that to do a review. The evaluation has not been done and he's starting with my assistant. First my assistant, then the communication. And I came in as a third person. So I felt immediately that my assistant had set the benchmark with things that was absolutely ridiculous. Process or views were often disregarded and not respected. She accused the FAI executive led by Jonathan Hale of re-engaging on a promised contract offer, claiming that she was told that an offer for a new contract would be made before the squad flew to, which wasn't the case, as we're saying. That's what they're finding out now. They never offered her a contract in the first place after reaching a World Cup final. So that's what the whole argument is about, and it's terrible when you come to think of it. That's on the RTE website. I was saying there. That's the main news. That's going to be the main news on the news tonight. I see, and this show will just go out immediately. As saying, parents pay tribute to siblings killed in Clonmel crash. There'll be more then about the accident, terrible accidents. I was saying, and the guards are telling people to be careful there. Find yourself on the road when you go out, and don't be on your phones avoiding distractions, guard a message to road users. That's what they're telling people to do. I'm just telling you now. Be careful on the roads, and there's a lot of road accidents and that, and I think people should be very careful when they go out on the road when they're driving, especially. So, and then I just go. I say talk about a bit sport here. I done this on main news there. Eddie Jones, England are not producing quality players. This man is gas man, isn't he? Former Eddie Jones has pointed out the finger of the rugby football union for England's current crisis. England's troubled World Cup hit a new low when they lost to Fiji last. They successfully slipped to the lowest rankings. It's a rapid climb from the World Cup in 2019 when Jones took them It's a difficult situation. Like you've got an aging team. Joan, who left his position with the RFU in 2022, will lead his home country, Australia, into the tournament. I wonder how he'll do there with Australia. He has Stephen Hansen as helping, I say. Now, I don't know about the English League. There is it on this week? There's a match there on tonight, I think, today. Luton Town and West Ham. That's on at 8 o'clock. And then on Saturday, the match is played on Saturday, funny enough. Sheffield United, Everton, Manchester City and Fulham, Brentford and Bournemouth, and Burnley and Tottenham Hotspurs, Chelsea, Nottingham Forest. They're all the matches that's on tomorrow. Brighton, Hove, Albion, and Newcastle United. And then on Sunday, Crystal Palace and Wolverhampton Wanderers, Liverpool and Aston Villa. See, that's a main match there. And Arsenal and Man United. That's a good clash as well. That's on in Emirates Stadium. And then it's taking a break then till the 16th for the international matches. Now, the ones that are leading on the table, I was saying, is Manchester City, which isn't a surprise. They have 9 points. West Ham are second with 7. Tottenham Hotspur 7, third. And Liverpool are fourth with 7. And then Arsenal have 5 with 7. And then the last two, the relegation zones, Luton Town have nil, Everton have nil. So they're under relegation zone there. And then the Premier League, then there's matches on today. Dundalk and Derry City, that's on tonight. Shelbourne St Patrick's, wonder who'll win that. Shamrock Rovers and Bohemian Football Club, and Cork City and Sligo Rovers. Drogheda United and UCD, that's as well also on. Out in front on that table is Shamrock Rovers. They have 54 points, which seems likely they could do well as well. And then in the men's first division, Bray Wonders, I say, are playing Kerry tonight. That's on at 7:45. Waterford and Athlone Town. That's on as well, 7:45. And the Bray match, I think, is played in Kerry, is it? The way it's marked. Wexford and Finn Harps, that's as well, and Cove Ramblers and Treaty. And then tomorrow's match, Longford Town versus Galway United. So that's Cant in the Park, really, for Galway, I'd say. And the tables, Galway out in front with 73 points, massive leading there, and Waterford second with 58, Cove Ramblers third, 42, Athlone Town fourth with 40, and Wexford on fifth. Bray are down to 38 with 32, so they'll find it hard there to get anything out of that. And as I was saying, the international scene is starting soon as well. There's matches to be played. It's the European Championship. Ireland will have a tough, as you know yourself, they'll have a tough in the matches. There's matches played, as far as I know, on Thursday, the 7th of September. Ireland are playing France actually on the 7th of September, and stacks are odd against them, I'd say. France, I suppose Evan Ferguson will be playing. He's a great player there. If given the ball, he will score. And Aaron Connolly, I see, has been on the squad as well. So be interesting to see how they do Ireland. But the stacks, it's odd against them, really, isn't it? And then the next match, then after that, that's the 7th. Then they're playing on the 10th of September. They're playing the Netherlands, and that's in Lansdowne as well. The Netherlands, so that'll be tough as well. So Stephen Kenny has 2 tough matches there coming up, and as I was saying, the English League will be taking a break. So I just thought I'd go through that, and it'd be hard to know will they get 6 points out of them 2 matches. It's going to be very difficult. They're already on a hiding to nothing, as I was saying. They're very big hiding, as I was saying, and it's not getting any better or any easier in that group. It's only two qualify, I think, and I'm not sure about playoff there. I don't think they'll get a playoff, even like that. If I was given an assessment on it, that's the way I look at it. And then I was just going to go now to the Wicklow League. There's 2 matches on the Wicklow. Bray Emmets are playing as well, Glenealy. That's on at 2 o'clock, according to this. Round 5 in Akram, 2 o'clock, and Martin Malloy's referee. So they think they'll meet again in the semi final in the senior hurling in the club. And then in the other match, in the other match in Group 1, it's Kiltegan versus Carnew, and that's John Keenan's refereeing. That's on at 4 o'clock. So them two matches there. If I was saying who's going to win it, I'd say Bray or Carnew Emmett. So they're the two that I'd say are going to win on form and paper. So it'll probably be Bray going for 5 in a row. I think it's 5 in a row anyway, and they're the main matches then that are on. And then in the following weekend, which I'll go through that as well, it'd be back to the senior football club matches in Wicklow. So I'm sure Oisin McConville will be looking at the players and deciding who he picked for Wicklow next year in the National Football League in Division 3. To be in Division 3 next year, as I was saying, which will be a very difficult league. And now I was just gonna just take a look to see what's the main thing that's written. I used to do this a while back. I was just gonna see what the latest is, the latest thing that's tweeting here. Uh, this is a new thing I'm doing here, just about the Republic of Ireland players. Uh, really has Samnock has been superb the whole of 2022 and hasn't cut a shot with Ireland, even with the training camp. This player there, Samek Simnox, is our August Player of the Month, and he has been ignored seemingly. And then Richard Garland, once again, I'm saddened with and of an Arsenal attack on East Belfast GA property. He's tweeting as well. That man is tweeting there about the Northern Ireland East Belfast GA property. And then News Talk. Don't miss Keep Arty chatting with Pat now. That's 6 hours ago. Pat Kenny, tons. He's 10 years on the show here, according to my tweeter. Pat Kenny turns 10. Congratulations, Pat. Hope that I'll be in the game there in years to come, and I'll be saying how many podcasts I have. And then congratulations to Robbie Kane on getting his side Tel Aviv to qualify for the European Conference League. I see there's a good few tweets there coming in, and then John Creedon there 22 hours ago in his office there, preparing for his show tonight, or his radio show, his music show. So Senator Crockwell, Finland is roughly the same size as Ireland. Defence 16.46 million, health 19.4 million. That's the latest tweeted then on that. And then Marty Whelan, this 10 hours ago. He just shows you a picture of the Ireland team preparing to go to France there for the World Cup. And then breaking news on one of the players. Tom Cannon is close to joining Leicester City on permanent deal from Everton in a deal worth 7 million. And then on News Talk, this is 19 minutes ago, property tax should go if your house is unoccupied, says Dita. And that's on that. And that's then there's no controversial people in the North. Joe Biden then 20 hours ago. As the proud husband of an education, I'm wishing all teachers and students a happy and healthy school year. And I'll be Boylan, I see his tweeting as well. He's the man that does the podcast there. What's happening to Rosalie and Murphy is typical of the loud walker minority. They say they are outraged by hatred, but then encourage hatred against anyone they don't agree with. This is a tweet there he sent out, Roisin Murphy. So I'm not sure what that's about, but that's on his tweet there. And test drive Opel Ireland. That's a advertisement about car. So that's all that's tweeting there. I will go through that now and again. I think it brings a bit of news into my podcast and what I'm talking about. So I just thought I'd change it a bit then. I'll have a Twitter there every so often about what I'm going to talk about every day. And then I was just going to check out the latest on the Irish Times. I did check out Irish Independent. Seven-town All-Ireland winner Richard Hogan retires from intercounty hurling with Kilkenny. I see he's retired, and good luck to him. He got seven, I think. Imagine he won seven, seven All-Irelands. That is amazing, an amazing achievement, I think. And an electric picnic day one in pictures, first to rain, then a magnificent bust of sunshine. We need 15 million bucks. Rhonda has Santa's fundraising makes a bold sales pitch to political donors. That's super pack. They can get the candidate. So he's doing a lot about funding. You think he'd beat Trump, wouldn't you? Four Irish referees look different paths toward. I didn't mention the man today, by the way, Donald Trump, which is good. Girls and boys cross decades, long genders and divides as single-sex schools go mixed. Guns and grenades betray Antwerp struggle with rising cocaine trade. I see there's a rising thing. And how to save money on your new hearing aids. And then more about the Clonmel crash funeral. We were honoured to be parents of Luke and Grace, Mother Tells Mourners, which was played there on the news tonight. So I just thought I'd make a podcast quick anyway. I don't know now how many episodes I'm going to get out. This is the 32nd episode. I'm probably go to 40, 50. I'm not sure yet. But I'll be looking at. I haven't got any many guests in yet. I am looking for guests, and I hope I'm getting as well trying to get promotion and podcasting. And I don't know which is if the other person is listening to, which I'm chatting to on Facebook. I'm not sure. I'm trying to get promotion, get more listeners, and trying my best here. So I get back as well about another podcast. I'll probably get back with results there. The English League, I say, is on, and it's taking a break then for the international. So it's interesting anyway. The whole news. There's a lot of news there out today, and I hope the FAI get the act together. I'm making decisions and bad decisions every day. So I'd just like to end my podcast with that, and I hope you enjoy my podcast. And thanks for listening. And I'll be back with another one. Thanks.